Hello everyone and welcome back to MSCM's Grand Prix Hyderabad. So today we're going to be on Cyber, Sultai Villainy. It's a control deck which is the titular, which forces it to be a mono black deck. Villainy, whenever you cast a black non-creature spell, damage to any target. And whenever a creature dies, you draw a card and lose. Very efficient. Just go over the top of your opponent's of cards and then just point a bunch of burn at them. Meanwhile, Toasty on the opposite end of the green-white bean scam, supported by cards like Vile Project and set TMI. A green-white scam is a deck that aims to use Evoke Vile Progenitor alongside Blink spells to get out terrifyingly words early, or just function a really solid ramp deck alongside ramp and card advantage engines like. So what we're seeing right now is Toasty had their Vile Progenitor discarded turn 1 thanks to Cyber's pay up hand attack removal spell. And so it's just kind of stuck with a Dork, 5 lands, and a captured Pale Tusk, which is not really where you want to be. Toasty's going to run out the captured Pale Tusk. But then with this, I mean, it's ramp, but you already have all the lands in the world. Just no actual. It'll be very funny if Cyber casts. The problem is Cyber only has hand attack, and they know that Toasty only has one unknown card in hand. Like, I almost think here that you play a land, you Inapraxia as the mana ascetic. Okay, no, he's going to pay up again. Wow. I guess is just going to have to discard a land, which I guess is fine for both players. Actually, no, it's not fine for Cyber. You don't want to be spending the. I think Cyber would really have ideally had something a little more proactive, but, you know, oh my god, in another land. I think that for a ramp deck like this, you really want to get under interaction by. Like, I think Toasty was right to keep that hand because, again, you have a lot of lands, you have a turn 1 accelerant, it's kind of all you need. Whisperwood's Exploration is going to be huge for Cyber, going to allow them to hopefully to an actual. Of course, Toasty will have access to 5 mana, and I think at that point they're kind of just, oh wait, Cyber is passing? Did they forget that? Because Whisperwood's Exploration was nerfed to a, I don't remember in the past year. So Cyber might have forgotten that, because otherwise they're kind of just passing the turn. Okay, Cyber is just, and, you know, never punished, off the top, rips Villainy. It is ending up as a, again, Toasty has just been hitting so much, but again, now that Toasty's at 5 mana, they can hard cast any of their, they top deck, if you top deck, Vile Progenitor is great, Corvus Tyrant, Contra is not great, a land awful. Well, Contra World Magic actually, yeah, this is the nightmare scenario as a ramper, where you get like wrong halved. And it's not like this deck is running a lot of lands, actually. Even as a ramp deck, it is running only because it has so many accelerants and that you actually really start going. So this is really unfortunate. Cyber is going to run out a top deck Exeunt, Villainy trigger point, and then oh, interesting. Toasty is going to across the planar void. I forgot that this thing isn't just a cloud shit. Because, yeah, so then it'll come back as a 1/1 flying first strike lifelink vigilance. I mean, this old man is going to be putting up some real dukes, I guess. Cyber, I think you then just Whisperwood's Exploration. Yeah, Whisperwood's Exploration. Shoot the Villainy trigger phase. Because what Cyber could have done is Inapraxia in response to kill the mana ascetic. But I think you care about saving the Inapraxia for something that won't die to a single. Okay, Whisperwood's hitting Villainy, another Inapraxias, and a pin. That's, I think you, yeah. And takes the second Villainy. That ends the game so fast. Toasty have a main deck. I don't believe Toasty doesn't, like, Toasty's deck is very much forgo interaction. So I'm a little worried for, because like next turn, if they hit another land, you play Villainy, deal 2 damage somewhere, then you play Inapraxias, deal damage somewhere. It's just. And then you kill the mana ascetic dies, so you draw a card. It's not good. Okay, hard cast Vile Progenitor. We out here. This is actually really good. Wait, this is actually really good for Toasty. Oh, this is really good. Because you hard cast Vile Progenitor, then you can play a fetch, immediately get 2/3. So all of a sudden you went from having 1 power on board to having 10 power on board. Or wait, sorry. Oh no, it's once each turn. I lied. It's a little more balanced than I thought. Okay, so I think Cyber is still firmly in control of this game. I think the question here is, I maybe think you don't, Okay, wait, no, I think you don't play Villainy this turn is actually a thing. I think that I think that you Inopraxias to kill Vile Progenitor, or do you just try to race? You can just try to race face, but I think that with Toasty on one card in hand, I think that you can. I think it's just safer to clear the board. So yeah, Inopraxias -2/-2 the Vile Progenitor, and then Villainy trigger hit the Vile Progenitor. Yeah, and then you can just play Whisperwood, and then Whisperwoods can, recur Inopraxias, but also like, yeah, I think that you can. I guess you can loop Whisperwoods for Villainy triggers. Used to be a terrifying win con back in the day. Now it's a little slow, but yeah, I think that with Toasty completely out of resources, it's not that. Say you Whisperwoods kill the horror, I assume. Could also go face. What's the? Because if you go face, nah, you don't kill. It's not mean. Oh wow, yeah. And then I think you honestly. Oh, you can't return a land. Okay. In that case, I think Find Happiness is probably but it could punish you. Oh no, okay, he's just gonna get back Whisperwood's Exploration. Is gonna just try looping those for Villainy triggers. I was thinking that Find Happiness might actually be better because you can go Find Happiness next. Find Happiness, Prying Inquiry, Find Happiness that deals 6 damage to whatever you want. It's also a way to just like to potentially dig for a land because right now you're only by okay, Amorphous Tyrant coming down. This dies. It doesn't die to 2 Villainy triggers, which is pretty relevant. So Cyber needs to top deck a land. Okay, land top deck means Cyber can go second copy of Villainy Whisperwoods and then just kill. And then I think the game is just. And yep, there's the Whisperwoods Exploration. Like I don't blame playing this out because their deck has a bunch of bombs. Position this behind interaction. How they can. I guess Pioneer isn't the. But then each of the Cosmonaut, and I think the problem is, yeah, I don't know that Toasty really, because no matter what lots of your options are grind options, you put a lot of stuff on board, and double Whisperwoods makes it so that double Whisperwoods plus double Villainy, you're risking taking 8 damage to them as soon as Cyber hits another person. And even without that, just like Whisperwood into something else, like honestly, Whisperwoods next turn into Find Happiness, like okay, like I got him. Okay, going to Toasty's turn where they top deck another land. How many lands is it? And so. Almost half of their lands, the top 15 cards of their that is unfortunate. I guess it's just gonna run out the Prying Inquiry Villainy triggers. You kill Mana Ascetic with one, shoot face with the other, and then Cyber draws 2 cards off the Villainy. So despite missing the double Villainy draw triggers, Cyber is still like in an insanely good position because they get to recur Salome. Well, who knows? They get to recur Salome's intervention. Whisperwoods to grab back another Whisperwoods. I'm pretty sure they're like, oh, they're party. I guess because they're out of cards in hand. I guess I can see it. My main thought is that Whistly grabs you a card, so you go. Yeah, it didn't end up mattering. Toasty was like out of that. That was just one of those games where, you're playing a fast deck without a lot of interaction and without a bunch of outs to like your early game. You're basically just hoping that your general card quality will allow you to keep ripping bombs, but you don't have a lot of card selection. Most of your card advantage is just straight up green elemental circle. So if you don't draw that 1/4 of, you're kind of in a bind. So unfortunate game 1 for Toasty, but that is how playing that sort of variance. And despite taking a little bit to get there, Cyber cards and some pull up potentially sideboard. So Toasty, I think that Olton Surveyor, Caustic Caterpillar. You have Duchess Odelia to already search up Caustic Kites in there if you're wondering why this random 3 mana to destroy target artifact. Duchess Odelia, main deck as a 2 of, and it helps you find green or helps you find flicker spells to. Or sorry, not she doesn't help find this, but she does help find green, which is the deck's mode. It's difficult to know what like Event Horizon, Olton Surveyor, Caustic Caterpillar. But other than Villainy, is there anything like there are like Deadman? I guess Deadman's Party. So I guess I could see bringing in some artifact enchantment removal, but you can't like. It might just be like Caustic Caterpillar, some number of Olton Surveyors, especially Olton Surveyor shuffling the graveyard in could be relevant. Vivian, yeah, I don't know about Vivian. I'm not sure what matchups. I guess it might be some control like this where you're kind of just trying to like slam threats every turn rather than go fast. But I don't know what his philosophy on. I'm not as experienced with this sort of ramp deck, so especially since I don't know where you can actually take stuff out, so I'm not sure how Toasty's going to be sideboarding this. We'll have to see. On Cybers, I think that you bring in the Afterlife takes you because that's your only out, the scam lines, because if they scam turn 2 and you don't, and and like you don't immediately have some sort of response, then you're just I think other than that, your main deck stays Sing's Grasp as well, but I think Cyber's deck is really teched for this matchup with the plethora of hand attack, good interaction, and ways to just go over. So it looks like we're actually in game 2, with maybe okay, turn 1 Green Elemental, and then triple Val Progenitor. What are you going to take, Cyber? Insane. This is where hand attack hurts. We do see that Cyber did bring in their Afterlife takes its... we do love that card here. So these Val Progenitors, despite being cantripping 3/2, too insane. So yeah, I think you just Timber Range for a 4. Yeah, you got a Timber Range for a Forest. Oh right, I forgot Val Progenitor costs 1 mana under this. So, this is disgusting. So Toasty gets 2 3s on turn 2 and cantrips twice, thanks to Green Elemental. Wow. I mean, yeah, just go for it. I think that this is a match, like, I think that just passing here is, like, there's no... I think maybe Toasty didn't crack the Timber Range because they were waiting for a 1 mana Accelerant, because if they got a 1 mana Accelerant, next turn they could hard cast Val Progenitor. But I think that now that you did hit the 1 mana Accelerant, you want to just hit the go button and play the other Val Progenitor now, especially since Cyber... Cyber has it. You don't want to let Cyber to be able to play, like, a single Exant or removal spell, and then take out your Horror, and then that's just playing to Cyber's pain. So I think that Toasty taking a moment to think here, completely wrong. You want to slam this and just try to race them. See, I think Toasty came to the same conclusion, unless they're fetching out like a tapped land. But yeah, they are getting the Forest, Val Progenitor, and now life is a little harder for cantrips in. The second Green Elemental Circle. Oh my god. So yeah, this means any 5 mana spell that Toasty rips from now on is going to go crazy. Cyber is going to Pithwell the Green Elemental Circle. Yeah. Because Cyber knows that on turn 4 they have the Afterlife, so they can just wipe. So they take 2, so they'll take 6 damage. And the land bricks are happening again. Do you play the Green Elemental? Yeah, you play the Green Elemental Circle this turn. You hit a natural 5-drop next turn. You gotta play the Green Elemental. Unfortunately, Cyber has the other pit. So, like, this is in some senses the nut. It's not the nut draw, because the nut draw is when you have one of your skip spells plus Val Progenitor. But like, again, cantripping, like drawing 2 cards and getting 2, 3, turn 2 is really hard to beat. Unfortunately, you're playing against an interactive deck that's teching, and since you have no haste in your deck, Cyber, they're just free to, and they got the double Pithwell to beat the double get. And Toasty's just got 2 lands. Contra of Old Magic, that would have been insane to get while still having Green Elemental. Now Toasty can't even play them this turn. Cyber gonna go down to 8, but next turn just plays Afterlife. You play Afterlife, but then I guess after playing Afterlife, Cyber is not in a maze, because can't cast Dead Man's Party. Whisperwood's Exploration, I guess, is fine to grab back, like, but Pithwell won't hit Contra. So I guess you want to Whisperwoods for Afterlife. Like, this is kind of a messed up situation where next turn Toasty hard casts Contra, gets back Val Progenitor, and threatens to recast it. So yeah, Cyber is just forced to run out the Afterlife here. It's a weird case, right? Because Cyber has had almost perfect answers so far, but we're seeing the strength of Toasty's deck actually, like, on the play with the, like, because turn 1 Green Elemental Circle changes the texture of the game. So now, I mean, Toasty is taking a lot of life down. It is a potential angle if Cyber is able to hit Salome's, and like Cyber going, if Cyber top decks Salome, no, Salome's into the best, but I could see, like, yeah, actually maybe that is the play. Salome's Intervention top deck into try to hit something, but so Toasty's trying to decide Contra of Old Magic or Scion of Flourish. Because Scion does just kill, but okay, Contra of Old Magic. Grabbing back Green Elemental Gold. That is, okay. I guess the idea is you play Green Elemental Circle, it pays for itself in casting Scion of Flourishing next, and then you just try to, like, value out your opponent. Yeah, actually that makes a lot of sense. And this is a weird scenario. Cyber could lose next, specifically if Cyber play... Okay, so this is how Cyber loses. Cyber plays Flooded Depth. I actually think... it might have been a little greedy, actually, but if I was Toasty, I might have actually gotten back the tip. Because this is how... Okay, so this is how... No, but you don't know that Cyber has the fetch in hand. You don't know Cyber's hand. So Cyber plays the fetch to be greedy and to play Dead Man's Party plus Whisperwoods in the same turn. That puts them to 6. Next turn, Scion of Flourishing. If Toasty hits a Forest off the top, that means 2+1/+1 counters, Contra swings in for 6, and that's lead. So that is a potential, that is a thing that could happen next. If, all we need is Toasty's bad luck in drawing lands to keep up, except this time it would be good luck. Oh no, he's going to play the Flooded Depths tapped. Whisperwoods is gonna come down. I mean, Chief. I mean, you have to whisper. Yeah, Cyber's thinking and trying to think through what lethal lines could possibly. But yeah, I think you have to play Afterlife Takes Its here, or sorry, you have to recur Afterlife Takes Its due because otherwise you're just dead. The Pit Wilts are great at being flexible removal, but I think that is one of the really interesting things that the Rot deck does, or sorry, the Green Elemental Circle does, is it's like a multiple permanent type deck that dodges lots of our multiple type removal because it's all of our flexible removal is mana value based rather than type based. So all of a sudden you're getting into, wait, I'm just dropping 5 mana silly beat. What's going on here? Okay, Cyber is going to hit Villainy off the Whisperwood. I think that you take Villainy off the Whisperwoods, or no, no. You take Afterlife off the Whisperwood. Play Flooded Depths untap. Oh, it's taking. So here's the problem with taking Villainy off the Whisperwoods is that if Toasty brought in Olton Surveyor, like let's say you go Victory requires discipline, says Cyber. I wonder what that means. Are they just gonna run out the Villainy now? Like that is a possibility. But I think that running out the Villainy now is actually bad. I think that now that you've committed to recurring the Villainy, you have to, like now that you've committed to recurring the Villainy, you have to play Deadman's Party to recur the Afterlife Takes Its. I think the problem with the line that Cyber took, recur Villainy over recur after, I mean, this is a bad position. Is this discipline? This feels like I feel like the opposite of discipline here. Okay, because yeah, how do you deal with this now? You needed to recur Afterlife Takes Its due. Like if Cyber had played Deadman's Party, they would have at least been able to angle to recur it next turn. And the Plains rip off the Green Elemental Circle. Not lethal, but it's gonna put Cyber to 1. And Cyber has to hit. Cyber only has a shock fetch in hit, so can't go Whisperwoods in. So needs to just hit a natural Afterlife Takes. Yeah, that's the only out for Cyber there. Yeah, again, not recurring the Afterlife Takes nor playing Deadman's Party means that Cyber I think that was really greedy by Cyber. They put themselves in a bad position. Pay up can get us, so you can, okay, so the line here is to try and survive. And the way to survive here, you play Pay Up, you play Deadman's Party, you shoot Contra, you go up to 5, you hope to hit a 1 mana black spell off of the death trigger, because the death trigger will put you to 4. If you get a 1 mana black spell off the death trigger, then you can just play it, go to 6. If they don't hit a forest next turn, Two-Face! Cyber, why are you putting Two-Face? No, shoot the Contra! No! I sense a concession. Oh wait, no. Maybe I am crazy. Afterlife Takes Due has Reconstruct. Right, this thing. So Reconstruct is a keyword that, for those of you who don't know, I was just thinking goddamn destroy a thing. But Reconstruct is essentially flashback, but you reduce the cost by sacrificing a permanent. And then you can, it's flashback with sacrifice, and you reduce the cost by that. This game is so swingy. Hold on. We went from Cyber has lost this game due to me not seeing a crucial line to Cyber is actually in a reasonably commanding position, actually. Because now drops a Deadman's Party, can start recurring anything. And I think that, no, don't play Salome's in. The reason I was saying don't play is because I think, if Cyber hadn't played, I think that maybe, because I was thinking of you use Deadman's Party to recur Villain, and then you cast Salome's in, so that's 5 damage. But Toasty doesn't have an. Actually, this is actually so fucking fun. Toasty's plan is to across the planar void. Across the planar void the zombie token to kill it. So Cyber's gonna get back Whisperwood's Exploration. Again, I think that this is so silly, but double Whisperwood. So, but what is the, Yeah, I don't think it matters, because I think Cyber has, like, again, does Toasty have anything with haste? I don't think so, right? So I think Cyber is functionally, especially, oh my god, again, the across the planar void to kill a token. Yeah, this ain't your mama's cloud shit. Whisperwood's Exploration. Oh wait, no, this is still dead. Oh wait, no, it's not dead. It's not quite dead. But you get back Villainy. You get back Villainy, and you cast another Whisperwood. You get back Villainy. then Salome's intervention recurs itself. You cast Salome's intervention. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, it's just recurred Villainy, and it's gonna recur Salome's intervention. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. I was thinking casting Salome's intervention. Yeah. So now this does put. So basically, Toasty exactly. No, actually, Toasty has a few. A Duchess Adelia, or a Caustic Caterpillar, or or another land. You know. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What a crazy game. That was an insane back and forth. The first game was obviously a little bit more Magic the Gathering being Magic the Gathering and being a little one-sided. This was a true back and forth game, and again, if I was in Cyber's position, I probably would have conceded because I'm a dumb idiot and don't read my cards. So good on Cyber for the nerves of steel there and clutching it out from what was looking like the Toasty clawing back that game from the depths of hell. But yeah, congratulations both these players. And remember, both these players are still live for Top Cut. Cyber does go 2-0, which means any win in either of their next two matches will put them in Top Cut. But Toasty still has a chance. As long as they win their next two matches, they will also be back for our Top Cut. I think it's interesting given that Green Elemental Circle Scam was the boogeyman deck coming into this tournament. We'll have to see how well it converts into the Top Cut. But for now, it's going to be Caillou